Hi there YouTube, and welcome to Fiction and Fitness. This is my little introductory video. I will have others that are not just me sitting here talking very soon, but I wanted to sort of introduce both myself and the new channel. Now, not many of you will know who I am except for friends and family, but I go by Dawn Embers online. That is actually my pen name, not my birth name. Dawn is actually my middle name, and it's where I sort of got the name from. But the rest of it, Embers, is actually not real at all. I chose it because I wanted to have a pen name for my fiction writing, that is speculative fiction and young adult. I will probably have other names for the writing that will not be mentioned on here yet. But I'm also used it to sort of start a platform online, and I did that several years ago. In fact, I have been on blogs for over 5 years, and I've been on a writing website with the name Dawn Embers for about 10 years now. And in fact, I am a moderator on that website. So I'm also known as ElfMage7 on some forums and like sparkpeople.com. I believe I'm known there as that, as well as the writing website. But most people should probably just call me Dawn. It'd be a little easier. Elf gets a little weird unless we're going into some cosplay type situation, which I've never done before, but you never know. So cosplay, you can call me Elf, but I'm basically going to go by Dawn on here, as well as my fitness pal, bodybuilding.com, and the writing websites. And basically who I am is I am a person who works in retail that spends a lot of time writing fiction, and I am now into the fitness world. I am actually a lifter, or that is, I am a newbie power lifter. I had my first powerlifting meet just like about 3 weeks ago, and I am basically hooked. It was really fun. It's not where I got started in weightlifting, but I will explain that probably in a future video. But I decided to try it out to see if I liked it, because I do like doing squats, and of course deadlift is really, really fun. And I actually do like bench, so it made sense, and it's stuff that I could train with at my little commercial gym. So it was something I did, and now I am actually training for my second powerlifting meet, which is actually not until October. So that's where we get the fitness in. I also do cardio, believe it or not. I do a fair amount of cardio. I have a 10K obstacle course coming up, and I'm actually going to train for a half marathon while I train for the powerlifting meet. So I will bring you guys along for a ride to see how we can sort of combine powerlifting and half marathon training. So cardio and weightlifting. That will be interesting. Aside from that, I will also be talking about fiction on this YouTube channel because the name is Fiction and Fitness. So who am I first? Fiction-wise, I actually mostly specialize in speculative fiction with some focus on young adult. The young adult is still rather new. I have done fantasy stories that are young adult, and I have one series that is actually more science fiction. However, I am also now dabbling in contemporary fiction, which is just basic, your everyday life. There's no elves, there's no magic, there's technology, but not like the futuristic technology. So I am actually enjoying writing these novels because you sort of travel through the adventures of the character, but they're more realistic adventures, not trying to save the world for some huge disaster. But it's interesting, even though saving the world from a huge disaster is a lot of fun to write, I will admit that. But that's also for a future vlog. I will talk more about my writing. And what this channel is going to basically show is these types of videos are going to be, I'll do some vlogging like this where I talk, and I see a lot of YouTubers who do that. I may do days in the life of, but we will have to see. You will mostly get some fiction talking. I won't make you watch me just type my fiction, because that would be so boring. Just me sitting at my computer, which is basically what writing involves. A lot of sitting at the computer, writing the first draft, writing the second draft, or third, or fourth, or fifth, and editing, which is, yeah, so fun. We love editing. But aside from that, you'll also see a lot of what will be more prevalent is the fitness side. I do sometimes film my weightlifting. I will be doing a lot of deadlifts in particular. I like to show those. I will also be doing all my squats and everything. I'm considering programs right now, so I will actually post a video where I state which program I'm going to start with, probably in about 2 weeks, because I do have a big LA trip coming up, so 2 or 3 weeks from now is when I will actually start the program, and then closer to October is when I will actually explain my attempt at my second peak cycle, so that should be interesting. So yeah, basically you'll get those, the food, okay, if I can learn to talk, I'm going to work on this, the fiction and the fitness, and on top of that, I am actually going to do some food videos. In fact, you will soon see my first filming attempt, which actually came earlier than this video, and it was my sort of taste test review of Voodoo Donuts, because I actually live in Oregon. I don't live in Portland, but I'm very close. So I actually filmed a video of me trying out my first ever Voodoo Donuts, and it was an interesting experience. So that will be the next video. So there will be food videos. Some of them will be, nutrition related. I will do some taste tests, which will be shorter videos where I just try out the product right then. And then the actual product reviews will take a little longer because I want to experience the product for a little while before I actually give my opinion on it, instead of the first take, wow, this is great, or wow, this tastes terrible. I actually have a couple supplements coming that I won from a bench press competition where I won second place out of, there was 2 women in the 148 class on that one, so yeah, I got second out of 2, but it's cool. I get supplements to review, so that will be fun. So I'll be posting taste tests and reviews on those. Most of mine will actually be stuff that I pick myself because I'm trying new supplements, and most of them are not going to be whey, which might be a little different for some people, which is another thing about me. I can't have dairy on a regular basis. I have it sometimes because, oh my gosh, cheese and everything is amazing, but I can't have it on a regular basis or else I itch all over and it's unpleasant. So I have a mild allergy to dairy, which does limit on my supplements. So I will be testing instead a lot of the vegan and vegetable based supplements, along with what I have been using, which is a beef based protein powder, which is interesting to say the least. So there'll be some nutritional ones and maybe some fun ones. I would like to do some food challenges. I think that would be fun, especially those involving donuts and such. I probably won't do many speed challenges. I'm a very slow eater, and that would be interesting maybe for some, but I'm pretty sure it would take me a long time just to eat 12 donuts. I definitely can't do 6 Cinnabon buns in a couple of minutes. That's for sure. That's insane. Gotta look up some of those food videos on YouTube because they are pretty crazy. But so I would like to do some of that because it would be kind of fun. So I want to have fun on this channel, along with I can answer some questions about novel writing. I will do a little disclaimer here. So disclaimer, I am not a nutritionist, I am not a doctor, I'm not a pharmacist, I'm not a trainer, I am not certified in anything. So anything that I state and recommend, I'm not going to teach you form exactly, because I am not trained specifically for that. I have a bachelor's degree in random, hence working in retail, but like at work, when I come up and get asked a question, no, I can't tell you what product to take. I can't tell you why it would be so amazing. I can't make those recommendations because I am not a pharmacist. I am not a doctor. Any of that. I am just a little retail person who actually works the photo department and gets asked questions about medicine, because that makes a lot of sense. So yeah. Little tip, if you go into a store, don't ask random people for advice on what medicine to take. It's not good. Just don't do it. But back to the topic at hand, my introduction. So, hi, I am Dawn, and I hope you enjoy my channel. Up next will be Voodoo Donuts, and then my powerlifting meet. And stay tuned for whatever I come with next, including LA, because I am going to visit LA and maybe even the infamous Barbell Brigade gym. So, let's get to it. For now, I would love to be writing or doing fitness, but I gotta get ready for work, and then afterwards will be squats, bench, and deadlift. Gonna have fun with that at least. Bye!